couldn't be prouder of our guys tonight. I mean, overcoming adversity over the last few weeks, and for our guys to go out tonight and overcome the fact that they hit a bank shot off the glass for 3 to send it to overtime, and then another 3 to send it into double overtime. I'm just really proud of our guys tonight. One of the greatest games I think I've ever been a part of. I think our locker room was as excited as I've ever seen. I'm very happy for our guys.
Stetson used 2 of their 9 lives, one at the end of the regulation and another with 5 seconds left in first overtime. What did you have to tell the guys in between overtimes? I mean, you had several replays of 3s. How'd you keep them, up and motivated and into the game when it could have been down and out?
Well, we talked about having practiced these situations. We tried to keep it a little light. Each overtime we talked about we practice these situations, and so we haven't had a lot of opportunity to use them. We're going to get multiple opportunities tonight to use our late game situation plays. We talked about the weather outside and how it's pouring rain and tornado warnings, and that we can't go anywhere on the bus anyway, so we might as well play another overtime. So we tried to keep the levity there just so that they would be loose, and especially when teams hit last-second shots like that, you got to try to keep the guys loose a little bit.
Talk about the play of Anthony Banks and Christoph Verdell, 24 and 29 apiece tonight. Inside-out threats.
Unbelievable. I mean, not only do they hit a lot, they score a lot of points, but they hit clutch shots. I mean, Anthony basically took over in the one overtime, and Christoph in the next. Christoph hits one of the biggest 3s I think we've had in school history. Everybody was obviously very limited in timeouts late in that game, and I thought our guys executed a couple plays that you go over on occasion in practice, but didn't have time to sit there and draw it up. And maybe the 2 biggest plays of the game were 2 plays that they just simply executed: Marlon to Banks and Marlon to Christoph. And I can't say enough. Marlon missed some free throws, but had an awful good stat line outside of that.
One of the big keys of the game was you guys got to the free throw line, and the way that happened was a lot of offensive rebounding, which is something your team is very good at. What do you attribute that to?
We really do pursuit drills. I said we're probably not good enough in boxing out because we do so much pursuit drills in practice. And then secondly, we've got some really aggressive offensive rebounders that don't take a possession off. Anthony being the obvious one. Sherwood Brown, Charlie Lytle, Chase Feeler, those guys just attack the glass. And got to give them an awful lot of credit for that, because Chase's tip dunk and Anthony's put back, those were a couple of big key possessions just to get it to overtime.
Quickly mentioned Sherwood Brown, came off the bench, 13 or 15 points tonight, and a lot of them were in the first and second overtime that really kept you from trailing it all in the first overtime. So talk about what he brought tonight.
Well, I thought his approach, first of all week has been great. The guy didn't play a minute in our win the other night because we played mostly zone, and Chase Feeler had a career night. Tonight Chase Feeler gets some foul trouble, he ends up fouling out. Sherwood gave us great minutes early. He's one of our best man-to-man defenders. Gave us great minutes early, and then goes out in overtime and I thought played a level above. When you got 5 guys on the floor playing with that kind of heart and that kind of intensity and having to bench that into it, you're going to have success. So they earned it a little bit tonight.
You started out a 4-game road swing with 2 wins. First time since the initial season in Division I. You've picked up 2 back-to-back conference road wins. Now you head to Nashville against a Belmont squad that got their first loss tonight in conference play. What's your mindset going into that now?
Like we just told our guys, we're going to take the same approach we have. If you keep working as hard as you have and keep executing as well as you have, you'll have good success. We talked about in the pregame warm-up about preparing for rain. We've been preaching that for 4 years, and eventually it's going to rain in this program, and you're going to be one of the best programs in the league. It's a matter of when, but you can't reap the harvest if you don't sow the seed first. If it's sowing the seed, then keep doing that. We'll have success on this next road trip as well.